It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bills and the Jets, and it's all up next.
Here's Harrison Mevis to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Xavier Gipson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Rodgers to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Has it at the 37. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. And what should really be driving him to get the win this week.
Second and 6 now. He finds Kincaid. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shakir in motion right. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. And that one's unsuccessful.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They give to Spiller from the gun.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Shakir sent in motion left. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They give it to Spiller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set.
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! So we've got a stoppage now. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So second down coming up. From the shotgun, Rodgers has a man. It's Tyler Conklin. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Rodgers here from the gun. He'll get this one to Adams. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Off play action, Rodgers. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. This will be caught by Adams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Hall. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bills sending their offense back out as we get a look at Isaiah Spiller. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. First down, Stroud. Completes this one to Chase. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Spiller. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills break the tie here in the first. Nevis with a point after. And the Bills take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Nevis ready to send this one away. Gibson now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Short pass brought in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now here's Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Rodgers will look to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. This one taken in by Chase. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Stroud throwing here on first. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. They've got a man in motion. Here's Stroud now. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
This give is to Spiller. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
Into traffic, complete.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. Spiller trying this one up the gut. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He's on the move. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out, because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
That's caught for the first. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. Nevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills drive their lead to 11. Nevis ready to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Rodgers here off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why I play in this position. You've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. Mevis able to knock it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets offense now set to take over. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. They start the drive with Hall. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 28. Malachi Corley reels it in. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on 3rd down. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Hall running between the tackles. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go right back to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills, 3rd down. Now looking to throw with Rodgers. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. The Jets are on the move here. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. He's got it at the 24. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Bills and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st down, Stroud. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Jets football. First down throw by Rodgers. He lofts it deep left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Rodgers here from the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The home teams and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Here's first and 10 from the 34. They kick the running back in motion. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field and right, a kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Back to throw, Stroud. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get more points to end a lopsided first half. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in second place. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Finds Chase on the slant. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw, Stroud. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's contained at the line for no gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
For the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They start the half with a give to Hall. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Hall once more. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. So out now comes the punter. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, they'll run. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shakir in motion right. From the 27. This one taken in by Chase. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
At the 47-yard line.
from the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver?
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense to the line for second down. Rodgers to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Bills get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now two, Kate, that they got in for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got two in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the gun, Stroud. They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! And this is scooped up by the Jets!
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Coming right is Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Taking a yard shy of midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now it's Stroud. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. They don't get anything on 1st, and now they face 2nd and 15. Just one. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw is Rogers. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now here's Rogers. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Rogers. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Don't go for it. Rogers. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Rogers will look to throw. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll throw again. Rogers. Corley reels it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Throwing once again. Rogers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Caught by Lazard. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. Rodgers throwing on third down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Rodgers here from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Has room down the left sideline. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. The Jets out to begin another drive. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They're up now, ready to punt it. He fields it at his 43. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Bills will take over possession. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a give running right. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 42. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you gotta hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. 1st down, Stroud. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He finds Kincaid. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delayed game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Mevis able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second down now, 7 to go. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pressure comes, Rodgers. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Wilson's got it. And they get to him and touch him down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jets just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. To throw, Rodgers. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Again, Rodgers. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Rodgers will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back-to-back carries here. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to the well again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one.